All right, time to see if I'm going to have enough corn here to have a 4th of July fried corn meal. So let's see what we got with this one. All right, nice and ripe. Yes, that will definitely work. So I will definitely be having some fried corn for the 4th of July. All right, well, I ended up picking up about a dozen ears of corn, and I'm going to shuck them while I'm outside. The corn turned out really nice. This is all field corn, and today what I'm going to be doing is cooking a dish that we have traditionally done in my family for many years. It's a type of fried cream corn, and I'm going to start by shucking the roughly dozen or so ears of corn that I have here, and then I'm going to go inside and cook it up. So stay tuned. One of the easiest ways to shuck the corn is just to use a machete. Cut off the top and the bottom. And then the shucks just peel right off. And I've got a brush for removing silks, but these are coming off really easily. So I may not even need the brush. So 1 down, 11 more to go. We used to have horses, and this was one of the horses' favorite treats, was to leave these shucks for them. They would eat it like it was better than sugar. I don't know what it is about the shucks that they loved so much, but they would run from across the field when they saw us pull up with corn. So here's one with more silks than some of the others. So you can just take a soft bristled brush and just scrub along these lines, and it gets most of those silks out before you have to go inside and get silks all in the kitchen. This also has this little point on it that you can use and run down between the rows, which also helps to rid some of the silks. And you never get them all. Now that I'm inside, it's time to start creaming the corn. I'll be using this wooden corn cutter and creamer, which has these teeth on it, which allow for the corn to be scraped along the edge and the cream and the kernels to fall down into the tray below. This is a messy process and takes time, but when done, all of the cream will be down in the bottom of this pan and ready for cooking. Now, as I've mentioned earlier, I'm using field corn for this. For this particular style of cooking the corn, it's really better to use field corn rather than sweet corn, which doesn't render quite the same way. And now here I show it from a different angle so that hopefully you can see the process of how the corn is scraped off the cob and the rest of it falls down into the bottom of the tray. For cooking this, I will be using bacon grease, which I've already put in the bottom of this pan. As I mentioned earlier, this makes a huge mess when first scraping it off. But now, all that has to be done is this that's in the bottom of the tray is scraped into the pan, and it's ready to be cooked. Now just add salt and pepper to taste. And as it cooks, if it dries out, a little bit of water can be added to keep the consistency where you want it. As it cooks, stir it and turn it over as needed. I taste it as I cook and continue to add salt to taste. Now it's getting a little dry, so I'm going to add some water. Continue to stir as it cooks. Now it's just about ready, so as it cooks down, I'm going to add a little bit of butter to give it some extra flavor. And now it's ready, which means it's time for me to eat. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hampton Lake Homestead, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful 4th of July. Until next time.